Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Indiana Pacers.
Your Wizards answer.
I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Well, you know, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Lopez with the block. The drive by Doncic. Nice ball movement by Washington. Lopez, no luck. Jackson down low. Thibault on the wing. Pass to Doncic. Outside, George. Siakam pulls it in. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Here is Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Siakam. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. George with no one around. The Wizards with another miss. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Screen by Siakam. It's Harden with the drive. Brooks grabs the board.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And the rejection by Jackson. With 3, Harris. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. We'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team foul.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Pass to George. The kick out to Lopez. The Wizards with another miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Harden. They set the pick. Into the lane. Rebound, Washington.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch. And he now often looks for his teammates first.
Matisse Thybulle.
And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Harden with it. Picked up by Love. And it's sent back by George. Offensive rebound. Back to Harden. They shoot again. And he sinks the layup.
James Harden.
Well, clock winding down. None better than Harden. At getting buckets in a hurry.
And so George will bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 2. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. It'll be a jump ball.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Thibault. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
Back to Doncic. Outside, George. Five to shoot. Kicks it out to Love. And another miss by Washington.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Assisted.
That play shows you how much confidence this team has in Siakam's shot. They set him up perfectly.
And Doncic, here we go. And again, the turnover by the Wizards. Here is Harden. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Pass to Siakam. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Siakam.
You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Back to George. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
It's Harden with the drive. The three. He's off on that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Driving the lane. The shot by George, no good.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. The wide open look here for Lopez. From outside, off the mark. Left side, Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got 5 points so far.
And you can't give Harris any breathing room to shoot, especially when he's looking to fire the 3-ball. Clearly a foul.
That's his second.
The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for Walker.
And both free throws good for Lopez.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Now, here's Lowry. Inside. He's looking for Thibault and finds him.
Matisse
And he banks in the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Your score.
And so it's Toronto in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter.
Keith Noise for your Wizards answer. All right.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. Kicks it out to Love. The 3 from George. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
And it's Thibault in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Greg, let me tell you a little known fact about Kevin Love. He played Little League Baseball with Klay Thompson. They've been friends since they were 8.
Imagine if they were teaming up on the court instead of the diamond. Even at 8 years old, that's an inside-out combo that probably could have dominated some high school teams.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he's bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. D.A., thank you.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly. Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Lopez. Ball's knocked loose. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good on the triple.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Thibault for 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Thibault can't get it to go. Wizards trailed by 10. And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back. Second chance shot. 6 to shoot. Outside for George. And again, Washington no good. Raptors leading by 10. In the corner, it's Harris. That's in. Off an assist from Lowry. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Outside for George. Nailed from three-point land. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Washington basketball.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Out to Doncic. Clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Portis the screen. Over to the left wing. Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
You gotta love a veteran point guard. Lowry keeping his eyes up and his options open. He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Pass to Thibault. Out to Harris. Toronto working the ball around now. Outside Lowry. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Thibault for 3.
Matisse Thibault.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Tries from 16. A nice shot by George. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Outside Portis. Here's Lowry. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Lowry can't get it to go.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Brooks. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Portis the screen. Thibault for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Toronto looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And that one's good. George.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%, and he seems to be getting better with age.
For the 3, drops in the tray. George has got it back down to single digits for Washington.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Here's Jackson. Good D by Lopez. Stolen by Jackson. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
Jackson Jr.
Jackson's got his first points in this one.
I just love the way Jaren finishes inside with either hand. The defense can't really take everything away.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The drive by Lowry. And there it is for him. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
In such control driving to the hoop. Lowry's a veteran. He's seen everything in this league.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And Lopez has it in the corner. The Wizards with another miss. Raptors leading by 12. Jackson in the corner. Lopez grabs the board. Stolen by Harden. Left side Lowry. Screen by Siakam. Lowry has the open look. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
That pick and roll is where Kyle Lowry shines. The defense left with only bad choices.
George with the ball. He's got 17. It's George on the wing. Clock at 4. And here's Doncic from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by George. Doncic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jackson with the screen. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's Brooks in the corner. And here's George. Out to Doncic. And a miss there on the triple.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Back to Harris. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Harden with the lay-in. Harden's got 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Toronto leading by 13. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Doncic with the bucket.
And when he's knocking down the triple, pack it up. There's nothing you can take away from Luka.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Assisted.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Doncic looking it over. Misses the 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's tipped. Stolen by George. Doncic with it. Lowry picks him up. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 9 points here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
Doncic outside. Shot clock at 5. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's tipped. Tries to save it. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Down low. And stolen by Love. The shot, no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And it's been their run.
Wizards answer.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Jackson with the screen. Latray. And it's Kyle Lowry with the three.
Kyle looks confident in everything he does, and that confidence rubs off on the team.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Raptors leading by 16. Now Harden. And he drives in. And the jam by Harden.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And they double up Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
Wizards trailed by 18. Doncic right side. And they double up Doncic. And he uses the glass on the lane. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Here is Harden. From deep three-point range, the long distance three is buried.
3-point field goal.
And the Raptors lead by 19.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
The three from George. Made that one as the 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Harden.
James Harden.
And Harden with the stuff.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Doncic outside. And Love has it in the corner. Love draws the double. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
On the wing, Doncic. From about 16. Jump shot is good. Doncic has got 15 points here in the second half.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Out to Brooks. The three. No good. Shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And Toronto turns it over again. Now, here's Doncic. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Count it. Harden's got 19 points.
And inside Harden is such a difficult coverage. Get too close, and you know he'll cleverly draw a foul.
The three from George. And the layup is good.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
Raptors leading by 19
Wizards
points.
foul.
And George gets the whistle that time.
That's his first personal
That's
foul.
his first foul.
First team foul.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden way outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
3-point field goal.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range, even from way downtown. This guy is a threat to score.
Doncic fires from way outside.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as
Possession
the
for
Raptors
Toronto.
gain possession.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Toronto.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for James Harden.
Second team
Hard not to
foul.
be impressed by what he did tonight.
Shooting
He
for
was
Toronto.
aggressive, he was efficient,
Pascal
and the
Siakam.
defense had no answer.
For all that he gives them on offense, Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Harden with it. Going inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And on the offensive end, Harden can be such a monster. So far, he's had little trouble finding his shot.
That's the end
And so
of the
Toronto
game.
takes this, but by a big margin.
Thank
This
you,
crowd was
everyone, for
stunned by the
making it
manner in
out
which their
and
team
supporting
was
your team.
dismantled.
You know what?
To see you again
I don't
soon.
care.
Feeling like trauma, you Daft Punks. Feel hurt when the